Yep, the second video in 2 days. This is episode 6 of the series, the least viewed series on my channel, where I put Pokemon in tier lists based on how good they are. But you know me, a person with no experience with Pokemon, so yeah, this is basically just based off of how cool or lame they look. And yes, this is the least viewed series on my channel. This 16-minute long video has 1/3 of the amount of views as 5 seconds of a black screen does. Oh, and by the way, this is apparently my most viewed video with over 5,000. Very off topic, but anyway, last episode we finished Generation 2, a very small one, and yeah, it did not do very well at all. Now, back in April, it's weird, I started this series in April or May, and it's now October, and we're only at episode 6. Now, last year when I did a different version of this, it was only supposed to be a 16-part series, but now with the release of Pokemon Sword and Shield in between that, it's now an 18-part series. It might be a 20-part series before this is even over. By the time it is over, my voice is probably going to fully go down to full puberty. So try defining the meaning of this generation, and yeah, I don't think this is very accurate. I'm also turning the music channel to the easy listening channel so you don't have to listen to this the entire time. Because listening to this while rating Pokemon is just weird. Good to know, Rihanna. Anyway, let's finish off Generation 2 with Celebi. I think that's how you pronounce it. Yeah, I guess you could say I'm not really a big fan of this. Not very cool. Oh, there you have it, the completed Generation 2. In 1, 2, 3... Welcome to Generation 3. Starting this off with the starter Pokemon, it's Treecko. Which, a pretty cool looking gecko Pokemon. I like this. Definitely something I can deal with. Next up, the evolution of that is Grovyle, which is the cooler Daniel of Treecko. A little less like a gecko, but still very cool. Yep. Next up, the evolution of that is Sceptile, which actually looks a little high. Not really the cooler Daniel of Grovyle, but I like it. Wouldn't say it's better, it's just as good. Now up to Torchic, our second starter, which is not really as cool as Treecko. Not really that starters are cool, but yeah, it's alright. I like it. Kinda cute. Gen 3 is actually doing pretty good. Now, Torchic now evolves into Combuskin, which is actually, I really like this. This is a cool chicken. Or should I say cock. Because his head and torso is shaped like yeah. And now onto this, we have what the hell is this? Yeah, Blaziken is nothing like a chicken. This is completely over the top and not my thing. You only go a certain way before crossing the line. Oh, we are actually going here fast. Number 258, Mudkip. Our final starter is it's alright. Join the squad with Torchic. And extra points for being a meme. Next up, Marshtomp. Marshtomp is once again the core Daniel. Looks pretty happy to be a good evolution. I'm glad the evolutions for all these starters are pretty good because both Wartortle and Charmeleon from episode 1 turned out extremely awkward when they were evolved. Next up, Swampert, which is, once again, a little over the top, but not as bad as Blaziken, which is good. This is pretty cool. Definitely something good here. So, there you have it, the end of the starters. Now let's move on to the regular Pokemon. Starting off with number 261 is Poochyena. Just a generic wolf. Nothing too special, but still pretty good. Not a single negative rating yet. This is being pretty good. Also, Bite is apparently a category. Anyway, moving on is Mightyena, number 262. Once again, a cooler Daniel. Once again, it's just a regular old wolf. Nothing too special, but still pretty good. Alright, moving on. Now on to number 263, Zigzagoon. Now this one, you can say, is a little weird. It's way too spiky and stuff. What I mean is literally only composed of zigzags. But hey, I'm being generous here. Except that evolution, something much more simple, is Linoone. Raccoon evolves into a ferret, which is, this one is pretty cool. Look of the determination, pretty good. But I do need to ask though, what is this? Still pretty good. Also, I made a modification to my tier here when it learned that apparently Great is only tier 5. Wurmple, number 265. No, it's a bug Pokemon. It's boring. I say though, we went through 14 Pokemon in this generation before getting something negative. Now here's where it gets weird. Wurmple apparently evolves into 2 separate timelines. Well, we start here with, a caterpillar evolves into this. Why? This is very boring. Oh, I guess that's the Coon stage. Next up is Beautifly, which isn't as boring, but the cuteness isn't my thing at all. I'll give this a rating of a poor, which is at least better than these. Next up, Cascoon, which is just Silcoon, but pink. That's still boring. That's still going into bad tier. Number 269, which evolves from this, is Dustox, which is, another one of the butterfly. Butterfly, but much weirder. Look at this face. Definitely not my thing. Wow, we're actually going pretty fast, and I spent two whole minutes talking at the beginning. Number 270 is Lotad. Yeah, it's just a lily pad. Not gonna get very high ratings from a lily pad. Toss what he said at the beginning about this generation being good. Oh yeah, still the good ones actually outnumber the bad ones this time, so it's still good. Anyway, dang it, I haven't even switched tabs yet. Anyway, we have 272, Lombre. Basically just the frog version of this lily pad. Still pretty boring, but not as boring. I'll just give this an average because I'm not sure what to say. Next up, what I believe is pronounced Ludicolo. Okay, now what I'm going to do next is not roasting it because I actually think it's alright. But I haven't done this in the entire series yet. I have to. So, this on the list first before I do anything.
Wait till you see the. No. Look at the top of his head.
Moving on, we have Seedot, which you can't get any more boring than this. What's this Pokemon even supposed to do? Except the evolution of that, Nuzleaf, which actually has a body this time. Still, not really my thing. This reminds me of a shirtless third grader in a superhero mask or something. Look at these weaknesses. Still, not my thing. Remember Seedot? This is him now. Feel old yet? This really makes me wonder how this came from an acorn. Which, sort of like a bird, but I actually like it. I'll give it a fairly high score on this one. Anyway, now we're at a halfway point. This is what we got so far. Moving on is a bird Pokemon, Tailo. But very generic, nothing too special about it. Actually going to put it in the okay category, but after seeing this, I changed my mind. Actually looks pretty neat. Next up, Swallow. Now that's cool. That's how you do a bird Pokemon. By the way, the video's only 8 minutes long, but I've actually been recording for half an hour now. I started at 3:30. I actually have piano lessons in real life at 4:30, so I need to make this quick. Okay, trying to be quick, we have Wingull, number 278. It's boring. This isn't really how you do a bird Pokemon. Its eyes are just blank. A wing-to-body ratio isn't good either. I don't really like it. But hey, put stuff in worse tiers for less. Now, we have the Pelican equivalent of it. Dang, that's a big beak. I know pelicans have big beaks, but not that big. Normal pelicans only have beaks like this. This one goes all the way to his butt. Not good, but still a little better than Wingull. Now, 280. Ralts. That's what its name is. Yeah. Can't even see this guy's eyes. I'll give this an average score, not sure what to say about it. Next up, the evolution, Kirilla, which not much has changed at all, except that it's lifting its skirt and you can see its eyes. Same thing, same score. Up the evolution of that, I don't know how to pronounce this, Gardevoir, something like that. This one, I don't know, just a teeny bit better. Now, I would do a look at this dude for this Pokemon, but if you know the internet, doing this look at this dude requires me looking up this Pokemon, and I heard you shouldn't Google this Pokemon because some disgusting stuff shows up. So, going straight to the tier list. Yeah, moving on. Skirskit, number 283. No. Is this one even trying? Next up is Masquerain, which is supposedly the evolution of this. Not sure how you got this from this. Still, don't really like it. Not my type, but still better. Scrolling, this generation is actually pretty large. Moving on to number 285 is Shroomish. One loves to live in the soil, and yet soil always makes you angry. For some reason, blank faces always makes me give it a little higher score. It's a little boring, but whatever. Could be worse. Good, another evolution is Breloom, which is, I guess this is still supposed to be a mushroom. This one has a body. It looks pretty good. No one of those blank faces. I forgot the name of that Pokemon. Anyway, let's move on. We're reaching the 11-minute mark. Is Slackoth, number 287. Just like Snorlax, it's extremely lazy. It's literally in the soccer category. It's one of those generic things. Just a regular what's off. Nothing too special. Bet this would be useless in battle, but still alright. Next up, Vigoroth, and whoa. Now something has changed in this guy. You went from Slacker to Wild Monkey. Wait a minute, how are Slots monkeys? Anyway, this one's better. It's a lot more active and lively than its previous one. Yep, let's move on. Slacking, which once again is in lazy. Now, this actually evolves from the previous one, which is lazy. Also, it's doing the pose. You know that pose is gonna make the rating good. You may remember that creepy realistic Snubble thing. For a refresher, it's kind of strange. I mean, what the hell is that? I found another one, which isn't as creepy, but still pretty creepy. I don't really want to put it in the good category, but I have to put it in a decent category. Oh, what I was gonna say. 10 more to go. Anyway, to save time, I'll just tell you that these are all bug Pokemon, and I hate bug Pokemon. So I already put put these on the list beforehand. Let's move on. All the way to 293, and now is Whimsir, which again is a bad Pokemon. This guy doesn't even have eyes. It looks the most timid Pokemon you can ever imagine. Hate it. Then something inside this guy changed, and he became Loudred. This guy has changed a lot, and I like it. Hey, did I say Loudred? Oh yeah. Remember yesterday, this picture? You know what that means. This would have been the time where I say thumbnail time, but I screwed something up here, so we'll wait on that. Next up, Explode, which is, this time it's very weird. This isn't really how you do it. Not really my type. Also, I completely forgot that I didn't add Loudred to the tier, so I put him here as well. 5 to go. We have, how do you pronounce it? Makuhita? I don't know. This one is weird. But his eyes closed. This is not my type. This literally just gets his, what's it called? His attack, but just repeatedly slapping things. Not my type. Number 297, Hariyama, which this one is kind of all over the place. This one's just huge and kind of over the top for me. You can't even fight if you only have 3 fingers. Like, really? I will say, though, it's just a smidge better. Oh, yeah, here's a throwback from episode 4. Yeah, these 2 cute Pokemon. The cuteness done right. Well, now we have cuteness done wrong. What the hell are we even looking at here? Its tail is bigger than it is. It just looks like it's eternally suffering, and I don't blame it. Okay, after seeing this picture and some other cards off screen, this isn't actually as bad. But I have already put it on the tier, and I'm at the point of no return. So, it's stuck here. Sorry about that. Pokemon's fault for using this image as its picture. Oh yeah, I heard of this one before. It's number 299. Nosepass. Like, you know Squidward's house? This is like an exact replica of it, but even weirder. Nosepass is, I don't like it. I'll be so damn guilty about this. Now, finally at the end is number 300, Skitty. What we got here is a pretty cute cat. Haven't gotten any cute stuff in the generation, which is probably a good thing. But still, this is another one of those instances of cuteness done right, and I like it. There we have it. This video is actually a little faster than normal, but before we end the video, I'm just going to skim through this as fast as possible. Okay, that's the end of the video.